So, hello again, honourable warriors. Here are the honourable adventures of Mittens. There she is, our Pharasian. Now, if you remember, we freed a prisoner who turned out to be Worf's son, Alexander, although going by a different name. Worf wasn't having any of it, but however, Lady Cyrilla, the currently deceased General Martok's wife, and the one who challenged who her current Chancellor Jimpok defeated, she's asked us to come and see her in their house at the Ketha Lowlands. So this is how we're going. No travel this time. We just press the button. We've got our little posse here, and we will go and see what she wants. Cyrilla obviously appeared in the episode You're Cordially Invited for Worf's wedding. I can't remember if she turned up in any other Deep Space Nine episodes, but she is the matriarch of the House Martok, for those of you who weren't sure.
Ah, the estate of House Martok. It has
Kimtar,
been
that was
too
it.
long. After Gowron stripped my house of its titles and lands, this place became my home. I will defend it and House Martok to my final breath. Come, Lady Cyrilla waits for us ahead. Believe me when I say it is unwise to keep her waiting.
Okay. Oh yeah, there she is. Hey lady, what's up?
Welcome. I will skip the usual pleasantries.
Don't know if they got the
We
voice
have
actress, don't
serious
believe
matters
so.
to discuss. The House of Martok has many enemies. Some of them seek to curry favor with Jempok, or the House of Duras, by striking at us.
Trouble.
Until now, most of these attacks have been little more than a nuisance. But now we know that an enemy may be plotting to assassinate Worf, and my grandson, Maven, may also be a target. The filthy Baktag willing to carry out such dishonorable attacks must be stopped. And so, I ask you to find these assassins and eliminate them.
I'll do what I can.
Any threat to House Martok will be dealt with, my lady.
Said we'd do what we can,
On
Kimtar.
that, you have my word as a warrior. Where is Maven now?
He is on his way to the Batleth tournament on Forcus 3 with your father. Worf assured me that he would handle security matters during the trip, but that was before you reported your findings to me.
We should probably go to Forcus 3 then.
Before you go, I have another concern. Our local farmers reported seeing a Romulan here recently. Given Kemtar's suspicions of a house
Oh,
collaborating
you're always
with the
paying
Tal
attention,
Shiar,
lady.
it seems to be an odd coincidence. We need to know what the Romulan was doing here before you leave for the tournament.
Well, that is suspicious. We'll go and look at it at once. It's fine. It's not like we're in a rush or there's an assassination about to happen, but yeah, sure. I'll go and see what your farmers were talking about. You, farmer.
A Romulan? Here? Once I would have considered that impossible. But we live in strange times. Maybe they have come to their senses and joined with the Empire
probably
against
not.
the Federation. I haven't seen this Romulan myself, but one of the others might have. You have my leave to speak with the workers. One of them might have seen your pointy-eared interloper.
I'll see what they've got to say. I do like this map, however.
Of what interest is a Klingon farm to a Romulan?
Don't know, maybe they want to find out how you irrigate stuff. Yeah, blooming targs.
The only thing I've paid attention to of late has been the lack of rain. But you're a warrior, not a
I
farmer.
don't know.
You wouldn't be interested in that.
All Klingons,
Sorry I couldn't help you.
all Klingons are warriors, and an enemy may be here. You remain vigilant.
The Togs have been busy tearing up my roots, but other than that, I haven't seen anything unusual.
Targs are persistent, as are Romulans. Can't remember how many of these.
I remember seeing the Romulan.
Oh.
He said he was a surveyor hired to architect a new irrigation system.
Does one
He set up
architect? I
equipment
didn't
on
think
the hill
architect
over
was a
there.
verb.
But I haven't seen him lately. It wouldn't surprise me if he's up to no good.
Okay,
You can never
racist.
trust a Romulan.
Maybe.
This surveyor may be more than he seems. The idea of a Romulan moving alone, freely on estate
You won't ask him
grounds,
for ID or
I
anything?
do not like where this is going.
Ask if Lady Sorrel
Let's
asked someone to
follow his
architect for her.
steps. Doing so could lead to insight on the Romulans' action.
Well, let's follow this path to the top of the hill.
I see the equipment there. It is definitely Romulan tech.
No, let's go with Nomad Probe.
That's
Sargon's.
definitely Romulan gear, but it is not surveying
Well,
equipment.
what is it then?
It is a short-range EM transmitter, not something a surveyor would use, Romulan or otherwise. I have a bad feeling about this. Disable it at once.
I'll deal with it myself. Oh. Alright,
Well
hammer.
done. We still have a suspicious Romulan on the loose, however.
Yeah, we do.
There is a shipping and receiving area nearby, close to a landing pad. I suggest speaking with the workers there. They may have seen our mysterious surveyor recently.
Good plan. Might pick up the trail there. Let's go. Oh, there's steps. I thought it's just. Oh, but and the steps defended by an invisible wall. Should probably put this away for the moment. So many stairs.
Yes, I remember this man. It's not every day you see a Romulan in the
No, it
Ketha
isn't. No.
Lowlands.
Yeah.
He didn't say he was a surveyor, though. He told me that he was a part of a diplomatic delegation studying our agriculture.
The fog thickens. Continue.
Martok would have never let a Romulan set foot on our world. That's why I don't think much of Jimpak. He's
So,
too soft.
too not racist enough for it.
Hardest thing I remember, other than him being a Romulan, was that he personally scheduled the delivery of goods to the farm. That is against our security procedures. Lady Sorella insists on authorizing all deliveries to the manor. However, his codes were valid, and he had Lady Sorella's signature, so I did as he asked. His delivery arrived today. It is the large package we
Klingon deliveries, guys. Exciting stuff.
The house of Martok's manor. Knep would know what was ordered. He handles most of Lady Sorella's business.
Well, let's speak to
transactions.
Tnep. I want to know more about this. Where's Tnep?
And now our surveyor is a diplomat. A Tal Shiar spy seems more likely.
Hi,
I
Tnep.
processed that delivery. It was an order for the House of Martok. They needed
Your Romulan ordered a big box
for
of
digging out
explosives.
a new irrigation system. The order was placed by Lady Sorella with her signature and authorization codes. She must need the new irrigation channel badly. Normally, Sorella delays such
You said,
tasks
yes,
until
Romulan, I'll
winter,
take in your
when
big
the
case of
farm
bombs.
hands aren't
Come
busy
on.
with planting and harvesting.
Yeah, more treachery. Got to deal with this at once.
This spy is clever, placing the explosives near the House of Martok's fertilizer stores. If he detonates them, the results will be devastating. I believe that device we found earlier was intended to be a trigger relay. Taking it out will slow the Romulan down, but it may not be enough to foil his
I
plan.
agree.
We should focus our search near the fertilizer
Oh,
shed.
good, a
The
fertilizer
spy
shed.
will need a good vantage point to monitor the area before he triggers the detonation. Come, the hunt continues. Use your scanner to search
Okay.
for Romulan life signs.
Kind of. Oh, it's this.
The signal is getting weaker.
It's okay. So this pops up in a few things. It's basically a hot-cold game. So if I do that.
The signal is getting stronger.
Yeah, see, so closer I get, we get stronger signals. So trick is to. Oh. I think we're in the right place. Come back here and get smoked. It's so hard they vaporize, yeah.
The signal is getting stronger.
It's kind of in that direction, but it's going to go around these boxes. Oh. So invisible walls. I think there's meant to be cases here.
The signal is getting stronger.
He's turned me into a mime.
The signal is getting stronger.
I know the signal's getting stronger.
The signal is
I
getting
get the idea
stronger.
that it's actually not a mechanic I particularly enjoy.
There, by the ship. What is that Romulan doing?
The House of Martok will crumble, and with it, the rest of the Klingon Empire. You cannot stop
can.
what has begun.
Words of an enemy in a fool.
Treacherous
Attack!
for shock. It's an ambush. They're finished. Deal with that bomb before it kills us all.
Yeah, okay, hang on, I'm getting stuff. Got some field rations and a small hypo. Exciting bomb disposal. Dun, dun, dun.
This ship, it is the Rotaran, the flagship of House Martok.
Oh, yeah.
That Romulan wanted to blow up more than fertilizer.
If he had succeeded.
It would have been a fatal blow, both to the house and its honor. Huicha!
Oh, bless you.
One thing is clear. Whoever is behind this plot has no honor. Not even a Fekiri would join forces with the Tal Shiar. It is madness!
Indeed. What do we do next?
We must continue the hunt, my friend. The Romulan still draws breath, and as long as he lives, our troubles will multiply. A piece of Baktok probably beamed up to a cloaked vessel in orbit. Let us return to your ship and see if we can find it.
You okay? Hope someone will come and clean up this bomb. Yeah. Kid might find it. Farmer.
Ever since Gempok recognized the government on New Romulus, the number of Romulan ships in orbit over Kronos has increased. Most of them have legitimate reasons for being here. As a diplomat, I realize that harassing such a ship could lead to an incident. That's trouble we do not need.
Well, we'll be discreet.
Very well. I am willing to continue, as long as you understand that discovering the vessel that holds our quarry will be difficult.
Difficult but not impossible. Scan for cloaked vessels.
There's a lot of warp and impulse traffic in the area. It's too much for the scanners to handle, especially if we're dealing with a cloaked ship. That's assuming the ship is still in the system. They may have gone to warp as soon as the spy stepped off the transporter path.
Well, we're not done yet. Scan for singularity cores.
Ah, your intuition served us well, my friend. Scanners are detecting trace singularity distortions from the nearby asteroids. I believe a cloaked Romulan warbird recently entered warp there. If we get a closer scan, I will be able to plot a course based on the warp trail signature.
Well, let's go. Don't know why I'm adding more music in here. Perfectly good here. I do like this though. There's Praxis, way up in Star Trek 6, and became a kind of ring, effectively. I just like the fact that it's kind of acknowledged that yes, you're a couple of hundred years ago that moon moved.
I'm being pursued by annoying Klingon insects. What are they called? Ah, flies.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you picked up some of the local culture.
As much as I would love to dance, I have a pressing appointment elsewhere. So let's change partners.
No. Problem is, this doesn't give me my decloaking bonus. They both crashed into asteroids and I don't know why I'm pressing that button, it does very little with the heart ping torpedo. And that one's still stuck in the asteroid. It's maybe not the brightest of Romulan captains. The game does this sometimes, it will just get stuck and it will basically try to keep doing the course, which it will eventually. It'll just squeeze around, it does if you fly into something and navigate around it. It doesn't get caught in the scenery.
Sensors are clear. Let's see if we can follow the warp trail of the Romulan leader. Scanning. Ah, there it is. Warp trail detected. Sensor analysis indicates that the Romulan is headed for the Forcus system.
They're going after Maven and your father.
Agreed. I believe Lady Sorella's suspicions were correct. The Romulans mean to kill Maven and anyone that gets in their way. Like my father. Both Maven and my father are formidable warriors, but even they can be overwhelmed by numbers and treachery.
Well, they never were good at
must
maths.
go to Forcus to warn them. Will you join me, my friend?
Yeah, okay, well, let's go to Forcus. I wanted to see the battle tournament anyway. Didn't think I'd get to see it, this is quite exciting.
We have arrived in the Forcus system. The Warbird's warp trail ends here. She's out there, somewhere. Initiating sensor sweep now.
You should probably call your dad as well, eh?
I've hailed him several times, but he has not answered. Either he is unable to respond, or unwilling to respond. Let us hope he is engaged with the Batleth tournament, and watching over Maven. We will need to beam down to the surface to know for certain how.
Have you found the Warbird yet?
Yes, she is dropping into orbit over Forcus 3, and hailing us. It appears Commander Tarson would like a word.
I'll put that piece of back tug on screen.
You're becoming an annoyance.
Yes.
You have made yourself a target by defending the House of Martok. By following me here, you've given me no choice but to destroy you.
That'll be the day. All hands battle stations. I'm gonna do the from cloak thing. Get my bonus attack.
He cloaked. Scan for energy traces so we can follow him.
I'm doing it. He's over here. Don't know if we get points for defeating or if it's just attacking from cloak. Never quite sure. Should probably keep track of that sort of thing. Oh no, we just had some. These are Klingon ships. Shock, horror, and revelations.
Klingons are helping the Romulan. They are Maquis.
Beg your pardon? If you're cloaking. And there he is. Well, that would have been dangerous if he'd hit me with it.
Cloaked again. We must find him. Quickly.
Yeah. Working on it. Calm your britches. But you see, I can cloak too, so he doesn't know where we are. I think this is the last time, thankfully. It's not just, but I'm sure there'll be other ships decloaking before we get there.
You cannot stop what is already set in motion.
You keep saying
The
that, but I
Klingon
think we can.
Empire will fall.
The hard thing torpedo doing me a bit up here earlier. Good thing he's actually decloaked far enough away from me, actually. I'm using my engineering skills to retune the shields a little. Well, he won't be down to annoy anyone.
Sarson may have beamed himself
Oh.
and his agents to the surface. He also has Klingon traitors aiding his cause. We have more work to do,
Of course we do.
my friend. Let us beam down and attempt to contact Maven and my father before things get worse.
I don't know how much worse they can get, but okay.
In the area. Stay alert.
Any Romulans here will be well hidden, but their Klingon allies will be able to move freely. Even so, someone might have noticed some unusual behavior. Let's start in the bar. Tongues loosened by blood wine may reveal clues we'd otherwise miss.
Let's get tanked, lads. Lads. And yes, we've got a target as well. I'm not sure if you heard, but we will see them when they appear, but there's something good to question.
Did you see Jim Puck when he was young and still fighting in the tournaments? Oh, now that was something to behold. He was masterful and fluent, not like the young tards here these days. I'm surprised that some of them...
Now he's just bitching about old man stuff.
Wonderful! Another stout warrior eager to
Oh,
hear
no.
a story of my glory days in battle. Pull up a chair and I'll allow you the honor of buying me a bloodline.
Yeah, no thanks.
Have you seen the fighter from the House of Duras? He looks like a real contender for champion standing. I'll bet you a barrel of blood wine that he wins without taking a single wound.
This General Chang fought Dahar Master
I like
Cole,
this.
both in their prime fighting condition. Who do you think would take champion standing?
Chang, by the way. Can't be about Christopher Plummer
And
quote
what do
Shakespeare.
you think of the new rule restricting bottomless links to between 110 and 120 centimeters?
Yep. And rules.
Do you really think a Romulan would be foolish enough to beam down to an arena filled with hundreds of Klingon warriors? Besides, ever since that one tournament where the champion of the House of Mokai used a transporter to steal his opponent's bat'leth in the middle of a fight, there are transport inhibitors in place. The only places they can operate are the transport pads and cargo storage.
They can beam down to the cargo
The
areas.
enemy is devious, moving in disguise. Tactics worthy of House Mokai, but not a true Klingon warrior.
House
If they're
Mokai, you
posing
say?
as cargo haulers, they will have access to the locker rooms where competitors store their gear. They need only wait there for Maven between rounds and strike when he least
I'll have
expects.
to go to those rooms as well. Let's go.
Hearing the chanting and sounds of battlets reminds me of the first time I celebrated.
There is a priority target in the area.
That was the first time I remember understanding what it means to be a Klingon warrior.
Nuknech, speak quickly. I have a tournament to run, and
Sorry.
little time for fools.
Locker room access, remove infiltrators.
Access is limited to maintenance staff and competitors. If you have a security concern, take it up with security.
You know in charge?
I am, and you will explain your impudence before I show you why I am in charge.
Kind of urgent.
The horror.
There is another way. Is it still possible to enter the tournament?
I'm ready to participate.
Not as a competitor, but we do have an opening for an exhibition match. One of the fighters put enough blood wine in his gut to drop the Gone King and had to withdraw. If you wish to take his place, I will allow it.
Let's go.
Then combat you shall have.
Oh, everyone's quite happy about
No
it.
firearms are allowed. You must use a melee weapon. A bat'leth is preferred, but this is an exhibition, so you may use an unconventional melee weapon if you wish.
Even one of those Vulcan lurpas they wave at each other in mating disputes. Ha!
Enough talk, I'm ready to fight. Compete.
And now, an exhibition match.
Enemy targets on sensors. Enemy combatants in close proximity.
This concludes the exhibition.
I think I killed him.
Next match will begin shortly.
Yeah, sorry about that, got a bit carried away there. It's kind of embarrassing.
Ha! You fight well. Work on your form, and you might qualify for next year's tournament. You may use the locker rooms to
Hey, I think
clean
I
up.
pulled.
Go. Should you have the courage, I will allow you the honor of buying me a blood wine later. Perhaps we will see if you drink as well as you fight.
Perhaps we shall. Qapla'. I went
said
there.
that
You
I
can't
would
see
tell
that.
you the story of how I came to be called Chemtok.
I don't actually
Chemtok
care.
was the name of a warrior who saved my father from
love that
assassin
priority target.
on Maranga 4. I used the name Chemtok to honor his memory, to remind me of what it means to be Klingon.
What's this? A globfly buzzes into these hallowed chambers? This is a place for competitors, insect! Be gone!
I just competed in X bout, so get it really.
The insect buzzes still. I think it is time I stifled it permanently. Last chance, globfly. Leave on your own 2 feet or on the barge to Grethor. Your choice.
You bold words to quick. Come back as I come up. Oop.
Enemy targets on sensors. Flanking damage detected.
More traitors in league with Tarson. They must be preparing to strike.
Or are you like really enthusiastic people?
Target located. Crimes include sabotage and assassination. Termination authorized.
I feel like I'm being a bit of an assassin. Oh,
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
none of them cared, he was doing his yoga. There, I've done my... Right, let's find the rest of them. Yep, no one in here.
You are looking for Maven? He is in another room, further down the hallway.
Sorry to bother you.
Maven has fallen to treachery. The House of Martok will have its revenge. He's using the field to weaken our energy weapons. Switch to a melee weapon.
Shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
It's okay, I've got...
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
This guy's just chilling, but...
Shield losing power.
Torg, I need reinforcements.
Hi. Well, Klingon death ceremony. Suppose I better go and have a chat with Worf, see how he's feeling.
What is the meaning of this, Alexander? Maven was sent here to replace his equipment, and yet I find you here, surrounded by Romulans with the grandson of Martok dead at your feet. Explain yourself.
It's not Kimtar's fault.
Lady Sorella feared that you alone would not be able to keep her grandson safe. We followed these Romulans here, and would have stopped them had these halls not been filled with Klingon traitors. And where were you when these assassins struck?
Quit it, we've got to find the real enemy.
I see you have been listening to my son's conspiracy theories again. He talks of peace and uniting the houses, yet here he is, with a blade in his hand, looking for glory. I told you I wanted nothing to do with this.
With respect, he's got proof that another house is behind us.
While you were here at the tournament, assassins moved against Lady Sorella at her own estate. If we hadn't tracked down this agent and disarmed his explosive, she would be dead as well. At every step, we have encountered Klingons hiding in the shadows, with blades at our backs.
Kimtar's saying the truth. We've got to find these traitors and
I have not seen this evidence, but I believe what you say. We will get to the bottom of this. That does not mean we can act rashly. If there were Klingons aiding these agents, then we are still in danger.
If we uncover the identity of this rival house, Torg, because he shouted it, we were forced to act in the open, we could fight them head on.
Agreed. A great house conspiring with the Tal Shiar to assassinate other Klingons. And it is not just a theory. How high does the corruption go?
Well, we'll uncover it together.
Sorella and the rest of the House of Martok will mourn for her grandson. But I must also see that security remains a priority. To start, I am sending you a recruit from our house.
Well, thank you.
The warrior Belera. She's been personally trained by me and will aid your crew as we fight against the House of Torg.
Yeah, see, I told you it was Torg.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. My former jailers were from that house. At least, before we sent them regretfully on the frozen tundra of Rura Pente. You have fought with me this far, my friend. Will you see this through to the end?
Yeah, I'll see it through to the end.
Help me serve House Torg, a dish colder than the gulag they used to command.
It will be an honor. Let's go. We've got a new officer as well. Can't remember if we do it now. I thought that was that mission finished. Yes, it is.
The idea that one of the great houses is conspiring with Romulans to attack House Martok is troublesome. Come to the Ketha Lowlands. Worf and I would be honored if you would participate in Maven's Hecate.
Okay.
Once we have put our family matters to rest, you may work with Worf and Kemtar to determine our plan of attack.
Cool.
Serve the Empire well.
So, hope you enjoyed that. A bit of Klingon action, and some Klingon political intrigue, and a Battle tournament. Really, what more can you ask for? As always, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and do check out the other videos on this channel. There's lots of Star Trek Online now, and a few other things. Wing Commander, Mist, lots of stuff for you to look at there. If you like any of the videos, or this one, again, aside from the liking and subscribing, you can comment down below the video, or contact me at Pyman70, that's capital P, capital M, and the number 70. I do always appreciate any feedback and chatting with people. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll be back next time with more Star Trek Online probably, but until then, bye for now.